Hello, and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1382, and we are starting off with the Eldridge family. We have a birthday for Alan, who is aging up into an adult. But first, we're going to start off by going over a historical fact for the year 1382. And with this historical fact, it says that Winchester College is founded. William of Wykeham, Bishop of Winchester and Chancellor of England, had conceived the idea of establishing a school and university college under the same foundation so scholars could pass easily from one to the other. The aim was to provide an educated clergy to replace the large numbers lost to the plague. New College, Oxford, was founded in 1379, and Winchester College was founded 3 years later. So we have some new education that was opened up in the year 1382, so it is a good possibility that our more educated Sims can potentially go to college, which is going to be exciting. So maybe our educated Sims that are more higher society, higher class will be able to go ahead and be educated. So we may be able to see that in our game. So I am excited to see that take place, and maybe we'll be able to see that in the following episodes with our higher class Sims, which is going to be really, really exciting. So for Alan Eldridge here, he, like I said, is aging up to his adult status. For that, he can't roll between a 1 or 7 or he will die. So we are going to just go ahead and pull up the dice for him and give that a roll. And we're going to see if he's going to be able to make it to his adult roll or not. So let's go ahead and roll for him and see what he gets. He rolls an 18, which makes him safe. So he is going to get 40 days. I am just going to go ahead and update that on the timeline, and we're going to go ahead now and age him up to an adult, and we will see what he gets as far as his traits go. Let's go ahead and just age him up now, and then we're going to take a look at what he gets for his lovely traits. So he got the loner trait. He is encouraging. He loves the outdoors. He is part of the working class. He is a collector, and he is innocent. So we love that for him. So now that we have aged up Alan Eldridge, we are just going to go ahead and head over to Kingsley Shoemaker. He is aging up to a young adult. So let's go head over and see Kingsley Shoemaker. Okay, so we have arrived here with Kingsley Shoemaker here in his home. This is Kingsley. We are just going to need to age him up to a young adult. And for a young adult, they can't roll a 3, 7, or a 19. So we are just going to go ahead and pull up our dice, and we're going to give Kingsley a roll and see what he is going to roll for that. So let's go ahead and roll for Kingsley. He rolls an 11 and survives. He is going to get another 40 days. I will go ahead and put that on the timeline, and we will go ahead and age him up to a young adult. So let's go ahead and do that now. Right, and for Kingsley, he got detached, perfectionist, child of spring. He is wealthy. So this is one of our Sims that could potentially go to college if we wanted him to. Quick learner and artist. And Abby McGrath has gone into labor, so we are going to need to go head over to see Abby McGrath so that she can have her baby. So let's go see Abby McGrath. Okay, so we have made it here into the McGrath home. Abby, as you can see, is very, very pregnant and ready to have this baby. Let's go ahead, and we are just going to go ahead and let her do just that. So we are going to have her go over here to the crib, and she's going to give birth to her little one. She is very, very uncomfortable. She's not feeling very happy about this. So we are just going to hope that she has a little boy. This family is in need of an heir, and it is a boy. All right, so we are going to go ahead and go to the male name wheel, and we're going to pull that up now and see what it is we're going to name this baby and give it a spin. And we are going to name this little one Bentley. So this little one is going to be named Bentley McGrath, and it is a single birth. So let's go ahead now, and we are going to roll for mom and baby. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice, and let's roll for mom. Mom, as we know, can't roll a 1. Mom rolls an 11 and survives, and baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls and gets a 20 and survives. So we are going to have little Bentley. We are going to age up and get a makeover and get a photo for the family tree. And I will add Bentley to the timeline. All right, let's go ahead and take care of this little one and go ahead and give Bentley a little bit of a feed here, and then we can get Bentley aged up.
공부 참자? Nibs.
Poor Peter's freaking out.
I'm soon. Banana.
But Abby is super happy about this little one. She is really, really excited about the fact that they had a little boy finally. She has finally given Peter an heir, and she's super excited about that. Let's go ahead and age Bentley up here. And Bentley is a Sagittarius. We absolutely love that. And let's go ahead, and we are going to see Bentley has dark hair like his dad. And let's hop into Cass and give him his makeover. All right, so Bentley is a wiggly infant. Let's go ahead and do his makeover now. And there is little Bentley McGrath. Let's go ahead and get his photo for the family tree. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game because we now need to go and we need to visit Otis Petechia so that we can age Otis up to a young adult. Okay, so we have arrived here with Otis Petechia. We are going to be aging him up to a young adult. As we know, he can't roll a 3, 7, or a 19. Let's go ahead and open up our dice so that we can go ahead and roll for him. He rolls a 2 and is going to get another 40 days. I will go ahead and put that on the timeline, but let's go ahead and we will age him up now to a young adult. All right, and he is high-strung, loyal, cheerful, poor. He has high self-esteem. He is career-minded, innocent, and a jester. And now we are going to head over and see Ramon Petechia and age Ramon up to a young adult. All right, we have arrived here at the war camp, and this is Ramon Petechia. He is aging up to a young adult. As a young adult, he can't roll a 3, 7, or a 19. Let's go ahead and open our dice and see what he's going to roll. He's rolling a 15, which is a good number. He gets 40 more days. Let's go ahead and age him up now to a young adult and see what traits he's going to get. All right, so he is lasting, a Sagittarius. He is relaxed. He's part of the working class. He's a prepared voyager. He is a collector and an everyman sim. And now we are going to head over to see Yasmina von Schwan. Okay, we have arrived here at the von Schwan residence. Here is Yasmina. She is aging up to a young adult. As a vampire, she can't roll a 3 to age up to a young adult. So we are going to open up our dice and we are going to give that a roll and see how she does. She can't roll a 3. Let's go ahead and give that a spin. She rolls a 10 and survives. She gets another, basically forever. This is her young adult roll. It rolls her into a full vampire and into her mortal years, and then she doesn't age up and have to roll anymore after that. So she is good after this. We will not be rolling for her anymore as far as death rolls other than on the vampire hunts. So let's go ahead and age her up to a young adult now. And then she only has to be worried about her vampire hunt rolls because she will be aged up to a full young adult at this point. So let's go ahead and we will age her up. Why is it not letting me? I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and age her up to a young adult now, and we'll see what traits she gets. All right, so she is friendly, a daydreamer, a cat lover. She is poor. She has high self-esteem. She likes her home turf. She is gregarious, a caregiver, and a jester. So we love that for her. And let's go ahead now and we will head over and we are going to go to our main household. All right, we have arrived here at our main household. As we know, they are pregnant and Diana is doing pretty good. She's just carrying on with her life. It is the fall harvest, so we are going to need to make sure that we get them to work on our fall harvest. We'll need to make sure that we harvest some of our plants here. So I am just going to get Diana to come on down and harvest here. And she can also do some of the weeding, or maybe I can get him to come down and weed. We'll get him to weed and her to harvest. And they can kind of work together here, which will be fantastic. So we love that for them. And then once they're done with the garden, we are going to get them to work together to deal with some of the animals. And the children seem to be in pretty decent shape, so we love that. So we're just doing a little bit of the fall harvest here, and we will make sure that we have everything that we need for the harvest. Diana is excited about the fact that she has met the fall harvest, and I am happy for her. Let's fertilize everything with normal horse manure. Here you go. All right, so she's just cleaning up a little bit here. We absolutely love that. And then she's going to go ahead and continue on. He's just in there working on the weeding. Why don't you, Diana, come and deal with some of the animals? And that will be fantastic. You can clean the coop and collect the eggs. And then when you're done, you can clean the shed and clean the cow, feed the cow, and you can milk the cow. So everyone can just kind of work together. She's like, well, I'm still cleaning up. Okay, you can clean up and then you can go and deal with the other things. That will be fantastic. And everyone can just kind of work together. No one has really worked with potatoes very much, so I will get Roger to kind of deal with potatoes a little bit. Potatoes is needing a little bit of much needed TLC. So I will get him to come out and cheer up potatoes a little bit and give potatoes a little bit of love. Obviously, you know, Xavier did better with potatoes than Roger does. Roger does not give potatoes as much care as Xavier did. Xavier spent a whole lot of time with potatoes and gave potatoes a lot of attention and a lot of tender loving care. And Roger is just finding that being a rancher and a farmhand here is a lot more difficult than he kind of thought it was going to be. And it's just not really the life that he really wants to lead. He is doing it because he has to, but it's really difficult to take care of the chickens, the cow, and the horse, and care for a family and a garden and things of that nature. And it's just a lot of work. And not that Roger's adverse to work, he's not, but he didn't realize it was going to be this much kind of to handle. And he's just finding that it is quite difficult to kind of keep everything afloat. And so he is struggling to keep the needs of Potatoes up while he's trying to keep the needs of himself and the children and all of the animals up as well. So he's really struggling to keep this place afloat, so to speak. Even though Diana is here and Diana is here to help, she spends a lot of her time pregnant and caring for the children and trying to cook and clean and things like that. And so, it's just not as easy as he thought it was going to be. And as much as Diana would love to live on this farm and to take over this legacy, Roger has sometimes some second thoughts about that. He has a little bit of doubt that he can continue to do this long term. Like, he doesn't mind kind of taking over for Xavier in the interim, but he doesn't know if he really wants this life long term. So he's struggling with this life. All right. And so he's just going to go out here. He's going to try to give Potatoes a little bit of love. He's going to try to get Potatoes to calm down a little bit, and he's going to try to, feed carrots to Potatoes and just get Potatoes in a little bit of a better mood, hoping that Potatoes is going to, accept the fact that everything's okay. Look at these two. They're up here playing together. They're not playing very nicely, mind you, but they're playing nonetheless. It would seem that I had hoped that they were going to have a really close friendship and a relationship, but it would look like the girls, kind of have a little bit of a disagreement going on. So, they are little, and I guess they have their differences in their own individual personalities, and so they are struggling a little bit. All right. You are so sad, Amira. Let's see if Mommy can come and take care of you. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and let everyone come and, take care of Amira. We're going to obviously take care of the little ones. I am going to need Diana to come down and maybe cook a meal for the family at some point, because we are going to need the family to be able to eat something. So maybe I'll get her to make a little bit of jugged hare. So we'll get her to do that. And then everyone can come down and eat something. So we'll just have her come and cook something for the family. She's just taking care of Amira really quickly, making sure that Amira is fed, because Amira is a tiny little tot and, an infant. And she obviously can't take care of herself. She needs Mom to take care of her. Why don't you, Roger, go ahead and give Amira a bath? Because I do think that we need Amira. Give a bubble bath to Amira. So we'll get him to give Amira a bath, and maybe that will help her get a little bit cleaned up, and she won't be so grungy. And you, Diana, can cook something. I told you to cook some jugged hare. I want you to do that. Okay, make some raised meat pies then. I don't really care what you cook for dinner as long as you cook something. All right, so she's down here. She's going to go ahead and get a little bit of food cooked up for the family so that everyone can eat something, which is going to be fantastic. And we will call everyone to come and eat something. Go ahead and finish that, Diana. She's like, I'm finishing it. I'm just taking my sweet time. I have to think about, the recipe and what I'm supposed to do next. You also need to pee. All right, let's call everyone to the meal, and we'll all eat. She's like, come on, come and grab your food, please. So everyone's going to come and grab a serving of this meal. She has just grabbed herself a serving, and she's going to get herself something to eat here, and we absolutely love that. Hopefully the girls will come down and grab themselves a bite to eat, and everyone will be able to get something. As you can see, Florence is naked again. She's the streaker, that one. And Edith is dirty and needing a bath. So maybe he can give her a bath. Give a bath to Edith. All right, so we'll just get him to help clean up a little bit here, which is going to be fantastic. We definitely want everyone being clean and cared for and fed. And so that's going to be fantastic. I'm just going to get Diana to clean up a little bit, have her throw away some of this trash that's lying around. I thought I told you to go give that little one a bath. All right, go ahead and give her a bath. He's like, you are really, really stinky. How about Dad gives you a bath? And she's like, okay, Dad. So we're just going to go ahead and let her get a bath by Dad. We're going to send Diana off to bed. I'm going to go ahead and have Florence go in here and go to sleep. So we'll let Florence go in there and go on to bed. Edith then, when she's done with her bath, can go ahead and she can come and she can get to bed. And Genevieve Petechia has gone into labor, so we're going to go ahead and head over to see Genevieve Petechia. Okay, we have arrived here in the home of the Petechia residents. Genevieve is ready to have this baby. So let's go ahead and just find her crib so that she can go ahead and give birth to this little one. So we are just going to have her come up here and have her baby and let her give birth. It is currently March of 1382 and Genevieve is in labor. So she is going to have her baby in March of 1382, which is really, really exciting. We are hoping that she has a little boy because, as we know, this family does need an heir. So we are hoping for a son.
Oh, desculpa. Oh,
And it is a boy. So we are going to go ahead and open up the wheel for male names, and we're going to go ahead and give that a spin and see what we're going to name this little one. And we are going to name this little boy Cordell. So let's go ahead and jump back over here, and we're going to name this baby Cordell Petechia. And it was a single birth, so we are going to just open up our dice, and we are going to roll for Mom and see what she gets. Mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 12 and survives. Baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls and gets a 4 and does not make it. She has lost her son, Cordell. This is such sweet sorrow. So I am going to put on the timeline that we have lost Cordell Petechia, and we will continue on by taking the baby away from Mom. All right, go ahead and put that little one down. I'm going to have to take him away from you, which is super sad. But this baby is no longer with us. And Genevieve is going to be super heartbroken over the fact that this baby is gone. Both her and Otis are heartbroken over losing their son. This was their first son that they had, and he is stillborn. So they are just like devastated. Absolutely devastated. We are, though, going to be going and visiting with Katia Eldridge because it is time for her to age up into an adult. So we are going to head over and see Katia Eldridge, and we're going to roll for her adult birthday now. So let's go ahead and head over and see Katia. Okay, so we have arrived here in the Eldridge home. This is Katia. And Katia needs to age up into an adult. She can't roll a 1 to 7 or she dies. So we are just going to go ahead and open up our dice and give that a roll and see what it is that she rolls. So let's go ahead and roll that now. And she rolls an 11 and does get to survive that and is going to get 40 more days. So let's go ahead and age her up, and we will have her age up to an adult now. And she is a horse lover, a child of spring. She is lazy, cheerful. She is part of the working class. She is a muser. She has high metabolism, and she's a caregiver and a jester. She has reached, Alan has reached parenting level 1, and we absolutely love that. We are just going to go over here. It looks like Alan and Edwin are just out here. They're all, away from home. Let's go ahead and send them all back to the house here. So they are a cute little happy little family here. They have made it to their adult birthdays, and they are raising their son Edwin, and they are hoping that he is going to survive on, and they are going to be able to keep their only son, their only living child out of the 4 children that they had. He is the only one that has survived, and so they are hoping that that is going to continue to be the case. Obviously, they don't want anything to happen to him. She is very worried that something may happen to him. She can't have any more children, and she only wants the best for Edwin, and so she really hopes that everything's going to turn out okay. It looks like Taylor Harding's tombstone is in Katya's inventory, so I'm actually going to take her over to the cemetery so that we can place her mother down in her final resting place. So let's do that now. Okay, so Katya has made it here to the cemetery. She is just going to go ahead and place her mother down to rest. She had obviously been holding on to her, and so now we're just going to go ahead and place her mother's tombstone here so that she can rest in peace. And now we are going to go ahead and send her on home, and we will send her back so that she can be with her family. We absolutely love that, and we will continue on. It is currently April of 1382 in the game, and we have no more birthdays to celebrate for this part, but we will hopefully be seeing some more babies being born. I am not actually sure if we have more babies that are going to be born or not. I actually didn't check to see that, but we will just have to see if anyone lets us know that they are expecting or not. So we'll just continue playing on and see if anyone actually tells us that they are expecting. I am just going to go ahead and let the family get themselves a little bit of rest here because they are all pretty tired, and I will check back with you when they wake. Okay, so it is the next morning, and Katya is up. She is just going to clean up a little bit. I'm going to have her come in here and make a little bit of food for the family. We're just going to get her to make a little bit of, I don't know, maybe she can make some cheese and bread. Can you not make anything in this house? Honestly, I mean, can you not make anything in this house? I don't know why she can't cook in this house, but she can't. So we hate that for them. Let me see if I can rearrange. Okay, let's see if she can cook now. Perfect. All right, so we have just given them a little bit more room in the house, and now they can cook. And so they are just going to be able to get themselves a little bit of food here, which is fantastic. I am going to go ahead and continue on with the family here. We are just going to let them eat something here, and then we will... Edwin is so not happy. Like, he is a really angry guy. But we are going to hop over back to the main household and continue on with them because, as we know, Diana is pregnant, and so we do want to check in on her. But as we can see, Katya and her family are doing pretty well, and we absolutely love that. They are just carrying on with their little quaint life, and that is perfect for them. We are going to let everyone go ahead and grab themselves some food here, and hopefully they will, not starve to death. But I am going to go ahead and let them continue on in their own fashion here as we head over to the main household. All right, so we have arrived here in our main household, and as you can see, we are within a new season. It is now winter. We do need to roll to see what we're going to get as far as winter goes for our crop. So we are going to go ahead and open up our dice. We need to open up a D4, and we need to roll and see what we're going to get for our crop. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. We rolled a 4. So if we open up our farming information, if we roll a 4, it means we get a bug zone. So I am just going to edit that here on our game that we got a bug zone, and we're going to give ourselves bugs on this. So we love that. Oh, it looks like we already have bugs. So bugs it is. All right. And we will just continue on, and we have snow on the ground, so we love that for us. We are going to just continue on with our gameplay. We are going to check in on our families and make sure, our family, and make sure everyone is doing okay. We are currently now in May of 1382, and we are almost done with this part, and we have had several birthdays. We have had a birth of a baby. We have had the death of a baby. And I'm not sure what else we have that we are going to be seeing, but I was kind of hoping that Diana was going to give birth to her little one, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. I don't know if she's actually going to go into labor in this part or not. It would really be nice if she would, but I don't know exactly how far along she is because, as you know, there are no moodlets on my game, so we are loving that. So we're just going to let her continue on. She's just cleaning up a little bit and taking care of the house. And as we have food here, which is fantastic, maybe I will have her come out when she's done cleaning up a little bit and have her love on Potatoes some. She can scratch Potatoes' neck and hug Potatoes and maybe even do a little bit of a bottle feed. And she can just give Potatoes a little bit of love. I know that Roger struggles with, giving Potatoes all of the attention and care that Potatoes needs, but maybe Diana can supplement some of that. Diana is a mother. She is very nurturing. So maybe she can supplement some of that love and care that Potatoes is needing that Roger is kind of not giving. While Roger is tending to some of the other animals and other menial tasks that need to be taken care of within the family. Because obviously some of these tasks are obviously going to need to be taken care of. And so we do need Roger, doing that. So she can obviously take care of Potatoes and just give Potatoes a little bit of love. It does look like Amira is feeling pretty sad currently. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong with her, but maybe we can go ahead and get Mom to come in here and maybe give her a little bit of a feed. I don't know if she's feeling hungry or not, but we'll just go ahead and try to get Diana to come in and give her a feed and see if that maybe makes her feel a little bit better. And if it does, wonderful. And so we'll feed her and maybe put her down for a nap. When Edith is outside just playing a little bit, so we love that. She's just enjoying the first snow of the season. It's got to be hard climbing that ladder this pregnant. I don't think I would want to attempt to do that.
Oh, maybe.
All right, when you are done with the animals, you can go and get yourself a little bit to eat, and that will be fantastic. All right, so it does look like Amira was hungry. Diana's just taking care of that, which is fantastic. Florence is, again, playing with her dolls. Florence absolutely loves to play with her dolls. Imagination for her is really, really high. because she loves playing with her dolls. She also, as you can see, loves to streak. This child likes to be naked. She likes to be naked more than she likes to be clothed. I don't know what the deal is with that. I think she's a wild sim. I think that is possibly why. Yeah, she is. She's wild. Oh, she's something else, that one. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to get Diana to go on downstairs and grab herself a bite to eat. She's feeling a little bit hungry, so we are going to have her go downstairs and grab herself something to eat, but it does look like Renata Arendelle has gone into labor, so we are going to go visit with her and let her have her baby. All right, we have arrived here at the home of the Arendelles. Renata is ready to give birth to her little one. We're just going to have her come on in here and have her baby. As we know, she already currently has 2 little boys, Finn and Bryce, but now she is in labor and having their next child, and we are hoping that she has another little boy. That would be nice, but the odds are that she's probably going to have a girl, and it is a girl. All right, so we are going to open the wheel for the girl names, and we are going to see what it is we're going to name this little girl. So let's go ahead and open up that wheel and give it a spin. And we are going to name this little girl Camille. So her little girl is going to be named Camille Arendelle. And it is a single birth. So we are going to pull up the dice and we are going to roll the dice for mom and baby. And we are going to go ahead and see what it is that we are going to have to roll for mom and baby. So we're going to roll for mom. She can't roll a 1. She rolls a 10 and survives. Baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. And baby rolls a 19 and survives. So Camille is good. We're going to put her on the timeline, and then we will age her up, do her makeover, and get her photo for the family tree. Okay, so let's go ahead and age up this little one. We can just cuddle her, and then we are going to go ahead and get her makeover and her photo for the family tree. All right, so Camille is aging up. She is a Capricorn. She is armed with a dry wit. Capricorns can often be found telling a good joke, also being very practical. They strive for order and discipline. They get along with other Capricorns and are attracted to Aquarius and Taurus. They don't match usually with Leo or Gemini. And let's hop into Cass and give her her makeover. She is a redhead. Okay, so Camille is a wiggly infant, and let's go ahead and give her her makeover. And there is Camille Arendelle as an infant. Let's go ahead and get her photo for the family tree. And we are just going to go ahead and jump back into the game and back into our main household so that we can finish out the remainder of this part. And hopefully we will see a baby from Diana. All right, so we are back in our household. And as you can see, this little one is still outside just playing with the snow, which we love. I'm just gonna go ahead and have Diana come down and do a little bit more weeding. Things need to be weeded here in the garden, and it's in desperate need of a little bit of love. And so we are going to have her come down and do that. And then I'm going to have her go ahead and go to the washroom because she's in desperate need of that. And then I am going to have Roger come and tend to the animals a little bit more. It looks like he's actually done quite a bit, which is good. I'm just going to have him come and clean and feed the cow and milk the cow and take care of some of those things, which is going to be fantastic. So we love that. Diana should, I hope, be going into labor fairly soon. She is very, very pregnant. So I am hoping that that means she's going to be going into labor pretty soon and that we'll be having this little one, and hopefully it is a boy. We do need an heir. So I am hoping that we'll be seeing that take place, and we will love that. You know, Roger is really, really hoping that she's able to provide him with an heir, someone to carry on his legacy. Oh, you're going to have to repair that, Diana. I'm so sorry. She's like, really? Yeah, I know, it sucks. But, you know, Roger's outside. He's dealing with the animals. And so, I mean, you're going to have to do some of this repair work here. So we are currently at June of 1382. And it is the last portion of this part. And we are just hoping that before the end of this part here that we will definitely be able to go ahead and see this little one be born. Oh, she's decided to come out here and clean up. I mean, she's really working hard. I really do need you to go in there and get something to eat. She's like, what am I going to eat? There's plenty of food in here for you to eat. Just come eat something. I know that you're working hard here, but I mean, goodness gracious. All right, so I'm just going to have her maybe go and get herself a little bit of a nap. She's feeling a little bit, tired. And so we are going to have her come and do a little bit of resting. I'm going to get him to trade for meat. We're going to trade the elder hen and rooster for meat. Yes, we want to trade. All right, perfect. And you can go ahead and go get yourself a little bit of rest too. And Edith, you're tired. Why don't you go and get yourself a little bit of sleep? And Florence, you can come and get yourself a little bit of sleep. Everyone's starting to get a little bit tired. It's starting to get later in the day. And this, portion of the year is, like I said, almost over. So everyone's starting to get ready for bed. And so we love that. Except Amira. Amira's like, why is no one paying me any mind? All right, can you come and feed Amira? I know that you're asleep, but, You need to come and feed Amira, and you need to have this baby, honestly. Like, when are you going to actually go into labor? All right, so she's just going to feed Amira here, and then I'm going to have her go on off to the washroom, and then hopefully she will hurry up and go into labor. We only have a couple more hours left, and then this part is over, and then we'll actually have to just have this baby, I guess, in the next part, because it doesn't actually look like she's going to go into labor. We are just not that lucky. Let's go ahead and let her play a little bit of chess because she's needing a little bit of fun. And so I'm just going to let her do that. She's playing with Amira Peekaboo right now. But I do want her to come over here and play a little bit of chess. That does seem to get her fun up. And I am going to go ahead, I think, and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in part 2 of 1382, where we are going to be seeing, hopefully, Diana have this baby. And we are going to be seeing more birthdays come along. We have 3 teen birthdays, some young adult birthdays, and lots of toddlers that are aging up. We also have a death coming down the pipe, And so we have a lot of things going on in the second portion of 1382 that is going to be happening. So I will see you guys then. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.